What's up, family? Let's go.
Analytics have evolved the way we think about basketball, there will always be an element of the game that you will never understand by looking at a bunch of numbers on a spreadsheet. Because you would think that Larry Bird's best game was his 60-point shooting clinic against the Atlanta Hawks.
Larry Bird scored 60. It is the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen in my life.
Or his near quadruple double versus the Utah Jazz, where he sat out the entire fourth quarter because his team was winning by so much.
I remember one night in Utah, Larry had a triple double and he had 9 steals. So you could get a quadruple double, which never happens. There's only been a couple in NBA history. Came out of the game in the third quarter because they were leading by so much. I ran down to the other end where he was sitting on the bench. I said, "Hey, get back out there. You could get a quadruple double. It's only been done like twice in history." He said, "Get the hell out of here, Scoop. I don't care about that."
Larry Bird finished that game with 30 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, and 9 steals.
Dang.
1 steal away from a quadruple double because padding his stat sheet just for the sake of doing it.
Larry Bird said on why he sat out the fourth quarter after being one steal shy of a quadruple double in 3 quarters. I did enough damage. The humor within this man, but this man is like a machine out there going hard, putting everything on the line and giving it all he got,
Was beneath him. But in the 1986 NBA Finals versus the Houston Rockets, Larry Bird called Game 6 the best game he ever played.
Everybody's always asking my best game, but I would take that night in and night out, yes.
To reach the NBA Finals, the Houston Rockets defeated the Los Angeles Lakers 4-1, thus ruining the Lakers-Celtics rematch that the world wanted to see on this last-second shot.
Hakeem Olajuwon has been ejected. So has Mitch Kupchak. McRae will inbound. 1 second on the clock. Sampson. It goes. It's over. A miraculous shot by Ralph Sampson. Off balance has given the Houston Rockets the Western Conference Championship and a trip to Boston for the NBA World Title.
What is volleyball, bro?
Well, we always wanted to play the Lakers. There's no question about it. But Houston was an upcoming team with Olajuwon, and they had a very good team.
And after 4 games of the NBA Finals, the Celtics were leading the series 3-1. But in Game 5, the Rockets went back to their home court and literally fought for their lives.
And now Seasting and Sampson. And now Dennis Johnson. And a melee is broken out here. A melee is broken out. The benches have emptied. And they have brought police onto the floor. At the bottom of the pile is Walton and Sampson right now. It all started with Sampson and Jerry Seasting. And they're still going at it, and there is blood.
You can't be doing that. I mean, I thought it was distasteful for both sides. I think that you just got to play the game. It was a game that we wanted to win. We wanted to get the series over with because anything can happen if you stay out there long enough. You get guys injured. We were better than that. We should have, I don't know about sweeping them, but we should never have lost Game 5.
We had got pushed around in Game 5. And then we had practiced the next.
They probably was playing dirty. They probably wasn't, they're probably doing little, elbow checks and the whole 9 and under the sneak tip, which can be very aggravating and frustrating, especially if the officials don't catch it. And that's why I think that's what he mean by pushing around.
On Saturday, everybody was really quiet.
But there was one person who wasn't worried at all, and that was number 33.
Of course.
And I remember him on that Saturday afternoon.
He just did a quadruple. My man just did damage. You think he worried about it, bro?
Practice saying that we need rebounds, we're going to get rebounds. We need this, we're going to get that. We're going to be fine. Larry Bird assured the world, we're going to be fine.
And so we get into the game, and Larry's out doing his pregame warm-up, and we're all in the locker room stretching and working it out. And then Larry comes into the locker room, and he looks at us all, gathered all our attention. He says, "Guys, I was just out there in the crowd. It's an hour and a half before game time, and the crowd is already in, and they're ready. And right now, they want the blood of the Houston Rockets." But I'm telling you right now that if we don't deliver today, they're going to want our blood. Now, let's get going. Who's coming with me?
I don't think anybody could have beat us that day.
That's the mindset of a leader. He said, "There's our fans out there. They want to fight, just like we want to fight to win this game, and we got to give it all our. We got to put it. We got to make sure our actions, our sportsmanship, our good sportsmanship, teamwork, working together reflects that scoreboard because our fans ain't gonna care about nothing besides winning this game. And at the end of the day, they're gonna be looking at us like, what are we doing?"
We made some mistakes early, but the energy was there, the excitement was there, and we knew if we continued to play hard, we were going to win.
I stunk it up. It was one of the worst performances of my career. Larry had to call a timeout because Akeem had stolen the ball from me a bunch of times. And we had a big lead. Larry and Kevin were playing great. And then Akeem just started stealing the ball from me, and I was just bobbling everything.
Rockets have played in the prior games good defense, making the Celtics use a
Oh
lot
my
of time
God,
in
you
the
got
back
butterfingers in this joint. Hold the ball, man.
Elijah gets an easy bucket.
And Larry calls timeout, and he walks over to Casey Jones and says, "Casey, you got one choice. You can either take me out or you can take Walton out right now." Casey Jones, he did the right thing and took me out.
But aside from Bill Walton's early blunders, the Celtics proceeded to show why they had the greatest home court advantage of all time. Because after Ralph Sampson punched Celtic player Jerry Seasting in Game 5, the Celtics crowd, as you can imagine, didn't like Ralph Sampson at all.
I bet they did. You punching one of their favorite, you punching their favorite team players, bro. That's bad sportsmanship, bro.
For it.
All. And they made sure that he knew it.
Into the action. Tough to play on the road. And the
they
Celtics
yelling
have won
boo.
40 straight
They
here.
getting into my man's head.
Sampson turnaround over McHale. Tails played good defense early on. Parrish gets free.
And there was this one elderly woman who was maybe 5 feet tall and maybe weighed 80 pounds. And she had a front row courtside seat. And she brought a sign that was bigger than she was. And she said, "Hey, Ralph." And she's referring to the big fight with Jerry Seasting, who was a little tiny guy himself. And she goes, "Hey, Ralph, I'm 5 feet tall and 92 years old. You want to fight me too?" And this lady just stood in the front on the edge of the court. She never sat down. She just yelled and screamed at Ralph the whole time.
Boston only lost one game.
She went mother hen mode on him. She said, "Hey, Ralph, you want to fight short people when you tall? You want to bully people? We don't condone in that. So I'm going to make you realize and recognize every single time for what you did."
That entire season, in part because of that Celtics home crowd, but mainly because Larry Bird was the best player on the planet. And in Game 6, he showed exactly why.
What did we get on that Sunday afternoon? We got what Larry Bird maintains to this day was the game in which he was, and I quote him, most prepared ever to play. All I know is this.
You look very pale. I wonder what shoes, family, comment down below. What shoes did Larry Bird wear? What was the shoes he wore a majority of the time in the NBA?
Whatever degree he says he was, it was one of the greatest individual performances. I think it may have been his greatest game.
McRae on Bird. Step back shot.
Okay.
And gave up the good low post position. Danny Ainge missing. McHale and Bird underneath. Here's
A
Bird.
rebound over it's like 4 of them down there. It's like 4. Yo, listen, Houston had like 4 people down.
The greatest individual performances. I think it may have been his greatest game.
McRae on Bird.
Okay,
Step
he made
back
that.
shot. And gave up the good low post position.
That's when you get the board. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Larry Bird right in the middle. He like literally sandwiched in between 2 people and still get the rebound, bro.
Danny Ainge missing.
Crazy,
McHale
bro.
and Bird underneath. Here's Bird.
Hungry.
And a basket.
Can't stop him.
It was spectacular because in a game of a lot of winners of the genetic lottery. I mean, you had Akeem, you had Ralph, who were just brilliant. You had Kevin McHale, you had the Chief, and here was Larry. Larry got every rebound. Larry made every steal. He made every pass. He just literally did everything and made the rest of the world seem inconsequential.
Pro shooter in the series. McHale. Sampson tried to overplay and got burned.
Bill Walton said number 33 had gone out and painted the perfect Larry Bird masterpiece. And it wasn't even about the numbers. It was about his effort on both ends of the floor.
Yep.
A seemingly lost art for superstars of
He
today.
wanted it more than everybody else.
All over the court, double teaming and getting back to his assignment, in the passing lanes, forcing turnovers left and right, and diving for every loose ball. But the moment that best describes his effort that night was when he dove on the floor and forced a jump ball against 7-foot Hall of Fame center Hakeem Olajuwon. And without batting an eye, Larry Bird, who wouldn't impress anybody with his jumping ability, did this.
But Bird has that savvy and the timing, and the Celtics have it.
He got a jump ball against Olajuwon. Now, he can't do that, but he did it, okay? He was omnipresent defensively.
I feel like he was very strategic. You know, of course, okay, I'm going to jump as high as I can. I'm going to try to tip it up so it sort of deflects Olajuwon from getting the ball so easy. And then I'm going to just pat it to my teammate. You know what I'm saying?
Pated where they wanted the ball. He was like a one-man. It was a one-man zone, quite frankly. He was going crazy, but he was everywhere.
Double throws it right into the hands of Bird. There's a
Couldn't even
4-on-1
catch
break
my
for
guy.
the Celtics. And
He wasn't the fastest, but he was very smooth.
Michael Jordan summed it up perfectly when he was told to list Larry Bird's weaknesses. MJ said, Larry Bird can't jump, and he's not that quick, but he makes up for it by using his head, analyzing the opponent. It makes him better than the competition. Consequently,
It's not about just the athletic ability. It's about the mindset. Your mind is the strongest force to anything. That's like you running, right? You running a marathon. Your legs, your body might physically want you to stop, but your mind, if your mind keeps you telling you to go, you ain't gonna stop.
Consequently, he doesn't have a weakness.
And Wiggins fighting Bird, who feeds McHale.
Being in the arena for that game and the way he played and how he was just everywhere on the court, like a free safety, just a freaking maniac for 3.5 quarters. And you look at the numbers and it's like 29, 10, and 12, something like that. But it wasn't like he didn't shoot lights out. His PER wasn't the best of any Bird performance, but like I've never seen anybody have an imprint on that game scoring less than 30 points.
Fairly well, Dick, but Peterson may have nightmares guarding Larry Bird.
What a pass to McHale. That's Larry Bird, vintage Larry Bird. Outside shot is missed by Robert Reed. Aims to Bird, pulls up at the line. Level finds an opening, try to change hands. Here's Bird, 3-on-1 Boston. Pass back, Bird.
Oh my gosh. And then the second half started, and it was just phenomenal because he just kept going. He would post up about 18, 20 feet away, and he'd get the ball, and poor Rodney McRae or whoever they would have on it, Robert Reed. I mean, I'm sure they tried Ralph and Hakeem on him. It didn't matter. He could have put all 5 guys on him, and they couldn't stop it.
Isolating one-on-one. McRae didn't go for the fake. Pass back.
Oh my goodness! What, the spin around bank shot? Oh,
Numbers won't show it. It was a very nice routine triple-double, 29, 11, 12, something like that. And he just totally dominated the game.
Monster.
And everywhere. And of course, the highlight, the artistic highlight,
Straight
was when
crazy
he
in the
on
game.
the right box, zigzag dribbles out to the corner to turn around and hit a 3 and go, and when it was.
I like how Larry Bird always strategically makes sure he gets the defense attention on him, so he can always, if you have to, push it out to another teammate to give to help them run backdoor and score. You know what I'm
in the
saying?
second half.
Dennis Johnson. There's Sampson and Walt.
He uses
2
that
seconds on
star
the shot
player
clock. Bird
visibility
wants a
to
three
his
out of it.
advantage.
He gets it.
Well, he's
He'd
just
dribble out to the 3-point line, and then without even looking, he would just throw it back up there and then run down the court with his arms in the air and his finger pointed up and say, "We're number 1." And the Celtic crowd just saying, "Here we go, Celtics. Here we go." It was absolutely fantastic. Larry Bird, the greatest player I ever played with by far.
The Celtics dominated that game and
they had some Converse on, low tops. But they're like midsole though. They're like midsole, mid. My man definitely got high tops on right here. Number 44, McHale. He got on He got on the same kicks as Larry Bird. Got on that midsole. My man got on Reebok over here.
Bird was rightfully crowned Finals MVP. Larry Bird said, "That was the only game I thought I was totally prepared for. As far as the focus was concerned, none better. Never. I should have quit right there."
I never saw a man play a better game of basketball, ever. That's the greatest individual performance. The defensive dominance that Larry did on that afternoon in June of '86. I would love just that tape to be shown to every high school and college coach, every pro coach now, just everybody. Just say, "How you can't play basketball better than this. You can't."
And after that series, Hakeem Olajuwon called Larry Bird the best all-around player that I've ever seen. This Celtics championship put the finishing touches on a perfect year where Larry Bird also won the regular season MVP, finished with a home record of 50-1, and was awarded the Associated Press's Athlete of the Year across all sports. The 1986 Boston Celtics were the best team ever, with the best player ever, having his best game ever. It really gets no better than that.
Legendary. Self-explanatory.
All year and win 50 and
God-gifted
lose only
talent.
one on the parquet floor.
And my man didn't even care. Like, it didn't even matter. Look, my man just doing it just for fun. My man didn't practice. Oh
All
my
year
God.
and win 50 and lose only
Ain't
one.
nobody paying you no
on the
mind.
parquet floor.
Who doing any defense, bro? You sitting there just watching. You just want to, you just sitting there just like, oh, I'm just let the fans look at me, just see I can dunk. Like, what are you doing, bro? But anyway, family, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Spread the peace, love, and positivity always. Get this video a big thumbs up, man. Help crush that YouTube algorithm. It's totally free. Comment down below any legendary top of the movie reaction videos you guys want to see. And I know, family, peace.